camera. Oh no. I don't know.
I'm proud of what we've accomplished today.
It's a lot of stuff. So Dave, explain your diagram.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Tell me about what's next.
Okay.
Me first? Alright. So this is the alien landing zone parking lot.
Yeah.
And this is how they refuel their alien planes. It's the alternative power source for them.
What is?
That part.
Nice.
The spiral thing.
Awesome. So how might it work?
I don't know. There's a big magnetic field created by each of these posts that causes this big thing to spin very fast, and inside of it does fusion reactions. You got all that? Alright.
It's alien technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are two parked alien vessels. And this is alien language.
Is this taking place on Earth?
This is, well, it could be, I guess, the future. I don't know. Man.
Well, clearly, once all these things happen, the aliens don't really want to associate with us now. But when we start cloning dinosaurs and we wear shiny clothes, they're going to want to be part of it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
It's rad.
And so I kind of did what I did before in the pilot. I created a diagram, like an abstract diagram that I think is the future. It can go on for infinity and a number of infinite directions that branch off into any infinite directions. So like your future is full of choices that are up to you and they can branch off in any way as long as you, I guess, plan for them or whatever. And then I was thinking about the future for society and like what technologies we're gonna have to do to like equip for the future, maybe because I'm a designer maybe and I'm like thinking more about that. And so we're gonna have to think of ways to figure out the fuel prices that we may or may not have that's being predicted to happen in like 40 years. So I guess I put a little leaf for like greener technologies on fuel solutions, and that kind of goes into here with like the ocean. We have like a shell, and maybe desalination will have to be like our plan for water, maybe, because fresh water will inevitably run out the way that we're consuming it now. And then we're gonna have futuristic clothing. It's gonna be like we're gonna develop new materials that may or may not be shiny, like this. And futuristic cities will have to be equipped for like huge populations, and they're gonna look different, maybe. I think that's why it's made of cool material right here. They might be more efficient in the way that they carry people, maybe, like with transportation systems, like metro systems or trams.
I would live in that.
It's really shiny.
Yeah.
Great.
Glamorous.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you want to talk about what you...
Oh, I guess. So, I don't know. Cloning's always big in the news, right? People are trying to figure that out, and they're cloning sheep and dogs and all sorts of things. And the most exciting thing to clone would be a dinosaur, because everyone wants to see a dinosaur, especially a green one. I didn't intend for the clone to be fatter than the original one. That was just my limited artistic skills. But,
Oh no, I'm impressed.
That's good.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that represents that when you clone him, he lives in our society where we feed things too much and we overeat. So
Fast food society.
And also, like, when you talk about that kind of technology, like the embryo kind of debate and stuff, that kind of thing, ethical issues go on maybe in the future more.
this will certainly cause an ethical debate when we start cloning dinosaurs. This, of course, the future. We're going to have purple airplanes and they're going to be solar powered. So, I mean, why wouldn't you do that? And then you could maybe interpret this as, you know, it's kind of world peace, but it's furrier. You know, the age-old feud between cats and dogs. They'll finally learn to put their differences aside and realize that they're meant for each other. So that's all I got.
It's deep.
I like that.
Could it be an allegory for humans?
It could, if you want to take it that far, you could. I just saw a picture of a cat and a dog, and we had to put them together somehow. So.
Excellent.
It's really good. I like the alien thing because I wouldn't have thought of it. And how do we know that that isn't going on currently? But we could also, like I said, put stuff in here from the past because we don't know if it's going to repeat.
And you can see the past. This has all happened before.
Yeah.
It'd probably be
Maybe
another-
everything we know as reality is a dream. Just kidding.
Maybe. We actually live in this world, and we're trying to be in this
Yeah.
session.
We're hooked up to machines just like in the Matrix. Just kidding.
Yeah, I just really love everything, and I just like I want this to be life size so I can just like play.
Wasn't that in like a movie?
Yeah, this is somewhat like that. The
Contact? or
first time,
something?
yeah, contact or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, that was in a movie.
It's so cool. Yeah, brilliant. Good work, guys. Yeah, I couldn't draw a dinosaur that well in my life. I don't know.
I think you could.
I'm not sure I could.
I think you could.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could. Spike. So how did the dog and cat get along eventually?
I don't know. They realized they had a lot more in common than they initially did. They're both furry and they have tails.
And they're like slaves to humans. Just kidding.
I thought it was supposed to be that humans were slaves to cats and dogs.
There you go.
Yeah. They're the ones pulling you on the leash, right?
They both eat canned food. You know. I don't know. They can show each other things like the cat can teach the dog how to use a litter box.
Or how to land on their feet.
Yeah, there you go. So that's what that's all about.
Good.
I always feel like the cat is really introverted and the dog is more extroverted.
In general, or this cat in this time?
In general.
This cat doesn't look introverted. Maybe not. He's got his tail up.
Great. Good job, guys.
Yay!
Is there anything connected with what's next that has not been brought up that you'd like to bring up now?
I don't know. And during the time, she brought up a good point about history repeating itself. And, you know, I mean, there's probably future wars on there, future
Yeah.
catastrophes.
Maybe we were too
Future good
positive in our projections. Like, we didn't think about an asteroid hitting the Earth or whatever that's going to happen in a couple of years or something. So,
I think it's hard to kind of interpret a myopic view of the future since we kind of see within our shells most of the time. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. My idea of the future is probably more immediate than anybody else's. I live for the moment, so that's about it.
just no regard beyond the moment.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I didn't see me 20 years ago. Yeah.
Just spending all your money in Vegas. Just kidding.
Let's go to Vegas, guys.
That's what should have made here. Just a guy spending all his money in Vegas. And then he was done.
That was his future.